everyone, we're going to find f prime of a for f of x equals the square root of 1 minus 2x. So we're basically finding the derivative using the limit process. Instead of x, we're trying to find f prime of a. So we're doing f prime of a equals the limit as h approaches 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. So the same as this, but with the a. So we're going to take our function f of x, and everywhere there's an x, we're going to put a plus h. So this is going to be equal to the limit as h approaches 0, and then we're going to have square root of 1 minus 2, and now we're going to put a plus h. Now then let's do minus f of a, so this is going to be minus the square root of 1 minus 2a, all divided by h. Now to simplify this, we're going to use multiply the numerator by the conjugate. So basically I have this piece minus this piece, and I'm going to multiply it by the conjugate. So you just do 1 minus 2 times a plus h plus square root of 1 minus 2a. And then we're dividing. You have to also divide by that. So it's going to be, and I'm going to move it over a little bit so you can see it. So basically you're just copying down the same thing, but you put plus. All right. Now what this is going to equal is we're using our a squared minus b squared, our difference of squares. So this is going to equal the limit as h approaches 0, and this is your a, so we're going to square that. Square root of 1 minus 2 a plus h, and then square it, minus the b part. So that's going to be square root of 1 minus 2a, and then you square it. So we did that. And the denominator, all we have to do is multiply this h by everything. So that's going to be h times the square root of 1 minus 2 a plus h plus the square root of 1 minus 2a. All right. Now what we're going to do next is simplify our numerator. So the square and the square root's going to go away. So let's do that. We're going to have the limit as h approaches 0. And once you take away the square root and distribute that 2, we're going to have 1 minus 2a minus 2h minus 1 plus 2a. All right, so I just distributed that negative, all divided by your denominator, which is h. And this is the long part. 1 minus 2, you just keep copying this down. A plus h plus square root of 1 minus 2a. All right. Now, what's going to happen is the 1's are going to cancel. The 2a's are going to cancel. And now we have negative 2h. So now we have the limit as h approaches 0 of negative 2h divided by h times, again, we've got to copy this down, 1 minus 2 times a plus h plus square root 1 minus 2a. And basically all we're doing in this step is canceling out the h's. So now that we have that, with negative 2 is going to be in our numerator, we can apply the limit. So let's go ahead and substitute in our 0 And that's going to give me the limit as h approaches 0. We have negative 2 in the numerator. And in the denominator, if I plug in a 0 here, that's going to be square root of 1 minus 2a plus, plug in a 0 here, you're going to just get, or there's no h there, so it's just going to still be the square root 1 minus 2a. All right, from there, we have 2 of these. So now we have negative, we applied the limit, so we don't have to use that. Negative 2 divided by 2 times the square root of 1 minus 2a, because there were 2 of these, 1 here, 1 here. All right, that's going to simplify to equal negative 1 divided by square root of 1 minus 2a. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.